outside Turner's Cross pub. Biggest game of the season so far. Cork City playing host to Dundalk FC. The fans are getting a few points in before the game. The stadium's just down the road. What do you make before the game?
Yeah, very tight game. Last one only 1-0. Dundalk not conceding many goals. 2 in the last game though, and 1 against Rovers. So they are starting to get a few in, but I don't know. I can't see this one going either way. Cork with the home advantage might swing it, but honestly it could go either way. So I don't want to make a prediction, but I'd say I'm going to go with a draw.
Draw, yeah. I nearly agree with you on that because a draw seems the most likely result. Both sides coming into obviously in decent form, they're on top of the table, but Dundalk has seen very few goals this season. Obviously Derry City putting 2 past them last week, it's a bit of a hindrance to them or whatever, but they've been very, apart from that, they've been very nearly spotless this season at the back. Cork probably better going forward nearly. Kieran Sadlier, Barry McNamee, Graham Cummins, just that little tree up front. They're very, very they can put threat to any side in Europe nearly. Nearly any team in Europe they can put threat to, but especially in Ireland they can definitely put threat to any side. And Barry McNamee in particular, I think tonight could be key because his little bit of trickery. He's very clever on the ball, and he has he just could find a little gap that could be key because there might not be many goals tonight. I'd go for a 1-1 draw if I had to make a prediction tonight.
A key player tonight is definitely going to be Robbie Benson. Now we're not too fond of him here on this channel, but Robbie Benson, I think if he steps it up tonight, along with Hoban as well up front, I think Dundalk could get something out of it. But I think both sides, as you said, both sides will be happy with a draw, I think. But obviously Cork lost the away game, so we're looking to pick up the 3 points here. But I think it will be a draw, and probably a low scoring affair. Hopefully not. Hopefully we get a few goals, but it could be a low scoring.
I feel like both teams know it's it's crucial not to lose this fixture. It's such a massive fixture, and both teams know it's not one to lose. So that's why I think a draw could be a good one to go for tonight.
Try to get a few in.
Try to get in a few before the game.
Just here with a few Cork fans ahead of a huge game against Dundalk. How do you see this one go?
Not overly confident. Maybe a draw I think might be a fair result, but if we get the win it'd be great just to get ahead of them. But look, we'll take a draw, but I actually can't even call it at the moment. It's so tough. So.
Do you want to ask you just what has you with no confidence? Is it the Dundalk defence, or is it just yourselves? Is it something that you're lacking?
Could be a bit of both. Dundalk defence is pretty good. They haven't conceded that much. Graham Cummins is scoring goals, but maybe not in the biggest game. So could be that too. But I think our midfielders are chipping in with goals, so hopefully we get a few goals from there. Yeah,
obviously Cork have won a few of the smaller games. Against you expect them to win, but then obviously against Waterford they slipped up, and against Dundalk they slipped up. So I think that's going to play a factor in their heads tonight.
Maybe the Waterford game was we took the lead not too early. It's great scoring an early goal, but Waterford were well up for that.
And obviously there's a bit of controversy at the end of that game.
A bit of controversy, right? So everyone's back now tonight, but I don't think Beats is back yet. But I think once Beats gets back in the squad playing, we could do what he's kind of, the way he plays, he's got a bit of passion about him. So hopefully he can drill that through from the training sessions and stuff. But a bit of a melee, but you have to lose some games that you can't win them all. So hopefully we get back to winning ways tonight against Dundalk.
And a scoreline prediction for tonight, what do you have?
My head's telling me 2-1, but my heart is telling me 2-1 City, hopefully anyway.
Lovely.
Yeah,
that's perfect. Cheers. Thanks very much.
Good luck. Nigel and Adam, 2 Cork City fans. How are you feeling? Is confident before tonight's game? We'll see a massive game tonight. How are you feeling before?
Yeah, closer we get to kick-off, I think we're getting a bit more confident, and really excited now.
Yeah, feeling confident. We're level on points. Goal difference is it, so anything can happen here.
Obviously, probably one of the biggest games of the season so far. Dundalk kind of seen as most bestly defensive team so far this season, and Cork seen as one of the better attacking sides. Is that how you see it yourselves? Is the mix of the best defensive team and best attacking team playing against each other?
Yeah, I mean there won't be much either way tonight. Let's be honest about it. Your fingers crossed that we get their rub of the green at times. But they are really good defence. Full respect to them. They've had a great start to the season, but hopefully we come out on top.
Yeah. No, again, same. We're at home. Maybe a 1-0 win is what we're hoping for. Edge it out. That's why we're looking at it,
It's nice to see, because we were at Shamrock Rovers against Bows a couple of weeks ago, and there's a lot of fan trouble and all, but it seems to be a bit of respect between the Cork and Dundalk fans, two top teams top of the table. It seems to be the respect between the fans.
Yeah, I mean, a fair play to them. Cork's a long way away from most of the other sides in the league, so they've come a long way, and we travel a lot ourselves, so we know it's hard work, so they'll get a bit of respect for that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Looking forward to it. Yeah, same.
Thank you very much for your time, lads. Cheers.
Thank you.
Just here with Jane, huge Dundalk fan. How do you see this game going tonight?
It's going to go good. It's going to go on Dundalk's side. I think we're going to have a 2-1 win.
Obviously, Dundalk, they won the reverse fixture at home in Oriel Park. Great defence all season. So you're very confident going in tonight?
so confident, and I think I was actually very disappointed with the performance I saw with Cork City in Oriel Park. I think we're going to do it.
You think you're going to put on a better performance tonight? And who do you think's going to get in the score sheet?
I would put my money on Robbie Benson.
Robbie Benson. All right. I'm not sure about that now. I think maybe Pat Hoban is being. What do you think of Pat Hoban's performance this season?
Oh, amazing! Absolutely amazing, and I think he will do it for us. But I think Robbie Benson is our secret style.
And do you feel threatened at all by maybe Barry McNamee, Graham Cummins, Kieran Sallier, that Cork trio, as you could say? I don't know. Do you feel threatened by them at all?
I feel threatened by nobody. We don't feel threat.
Lovely. That's perfect. Thanks very much. Cheers.
Here with John, a Dundalk fan. How you feeling? Obviously, a massive game tonight. How you feeling? Confident towards it?
Yeah, massive game. Hopefully, get the 3 points back to Dundalk. I think the two best teams in the country, and hopefully Dundalk will get the 3 points.
Obviously, it kind of seems like Dundalk best defensive side in the league at the moment against maybe the best attacking side in the league. Is that kind of how you see it yourself? Or?
Yeah. Dundalk have improved this year. I think this year's going to be our year. Cork had the upper edge the last few years. I definitely think Dundalk tonight, hopefully, we get the 3 points.
Feeling threatened at all by Kieran Sadler, Graham Cummins, Patrick McNamee, Barry McNamee, any of those kind of players?
Big threat, but I think Patrick Hoban will bang one in there first half.
He's a bit of a poacher type player.
Yeah, so hopefully we get one in with Patrick Hoban and take the 3 points back to Dundalk.
Do you have a particular scoreline prediction tonight?
2-1 Dundalk.
2-1. Perfect. Thank you very much for your time. Cheers.
We're just here with Andy and Emma, two big Dundalk fans, ahead of tonight's game. Huge fixture. How do you see this one going tonight?
Massive. It's going to be a tough game. There's obviously the two best teams in the country, head to head. Like, we got the better of Memorial. You'd like to think the head to heads are going to be very important this year, and I think if we can get a result here tonight, even a draw, we'd be happy with that.
And yourself, what do you think?
Same, yeah. It's a very big game. Tough. I'd be happy with a draw myself now, but I'd be hoping Dundalk come away with the 3 points.
Obviously, you picked up the win in the reverse fixture, 1-0, missed a penalty as well. Do you think that's going to sit in the Cork players' heads and that might get in them, and that's going to give the Dundalk players a bit more confidence?
Yeah, I think they were probably. The way Dundalk came out of the blocks that night, it could have been easily 4 or 5-0 that night. It was a very flattering 1-0 scoreline. But I think Cork know they're going to be up for a game tonight. They kind of steamrolled us last year a few times just in the physicality end of it. But I think we're a lot stronger this year, a lot stronger physically wise, and I think we'll give it up to them tonight.
Yeah, definitely in defence. Obviously, only conceding 3 goals all season. Do you feel threatened at all by the Cork attack? You've obviously got Kieran Sadlier, Graham Cummins and Barry McNamee. Do you feel threatened at all by them?
Yeah, I think Sadlier and McNamee are a class act. Cummins, I don't think he's a good striker, but I don't think he's anything like Sean Maguire. Doesn't run the channels like he does. I'd be more worried about Sadlier and McNamee, but I think we've got a midfield that can contain those. With Jimmy and Randy options.
Yeah, it depends how we play tonight. Usually we're quite good all season, but usually we come down to Cork, some things go wrong sometimes, But I think we'll be alright tonight.
And a scoreline prediction, if you have one?
Yeah, I think it could be 2-0 for Dundalk.
I think draw or 2-0 as well.
Lovely. Cheers, that's perfect, lads. Thanks very much.
Cheers, thank you.
Half time at Turner's Cross, and it is Cork City 0, Dundalk 0. Very tight at half time. Both sides kind of being a bit cautious. I'd say Dundalk definitely on top. Cork, in my opinion, have been a bit horrendous. Like, they've gone forward, they've been terrible. They haven't got going at all. They haven't been able to get possession down at all, and they haven't got into the final third. Dundalk, on the other hand, have got chances. They've got crosses in. Haven't had any clear-cut chances, but they've definitely gone to the final third much more than Cork have, and they're definitely on top. What did you make of it?
Yeah, exactly the game I didn't want it to be, but exactly the game that I thought it would be. A really cagey game. Only 1 or 2 chances. Dundalk hit the post there, another chance just wide. I think Keown's looks really stranded up top. I'm not sure where Sadlier is, but they're really missing Sadlier now, Cork, and I think it might stay as a draw this game. Maybe both sides get a goal, but I can't see many goals in this one anyway.
Yeah, we didn't see any team news for the game, but it's weird that Sadlier's not on the pitch. He must be injured, or if he's not injured, he must be coming off the bench soon, because they're really lacking something up front in the final third of the pitch. Dundalk in their hands, definitely getting more of the ball. Michael Duffy's looking very threatening on the left hand side.
A few good balls with him, Michael Duffy. I think Michael Duffy did a free kick there, and the header went off the post. I'm not sure who got on the end of the header, one of the centre backs maybe, but definitely the lion's share of the chances anyway.
Both sides seem to be happy enough with a point at the moment anyway. I think they both take it, but if I see any side win it, I'd say Dundalk to win 1-0, but I could see a 0-0 draw. This has been all over.
The Cork atmosphere has been unbelievable, and they've kept singing all game, so they really will.
All credit to the fans.
Yeah, the fans have been unbelievable tonight. It's probably the best home atmosphere we've seen all season.
Yeah.
I think they will. If it's going to win away, I think Cork will win it.
Try and grab a fan or two. Derek Coleman, a Cork City fan. What do you make of the first half?
Yeah, it was tough enough first half for us. Like Dundalk are playing good football, and we're resorting to a long ball game. Like not much around Cummins, to be fair. Like McNamee's not getting much ball, but I think in the second half, playing into the shed, we should do the business. Like,
yeah, obviously, I think the key is to get McNamee, because he's such a crucial part of the team. Get him more on the ball.
To be fair to him, like, he's not a natural wide player either. Like, you know, and obviously Caulfield went for Gahan through the middle for a bit of energy, but you know, it's tough for Barry. Like, obviously, you'd like to see Sads there as well. So yeah, look, second half we'll see. Maybe Sadler might come on and change things, you know.
Dundalk have had more of the ball in the final third, stuff like that. Are you a bit worried for the performance so far?
Yeah, their movement has been very good in the final third. Like, with two young centre halves, like you know, and they're kind of struggling a small bit. Horgan as well is kind of struggling a lot of ball down the left for Dundalk. But I think, as I say, like, second half playing in the shed, hopefully we'll get the ball down a bit more and start playing it. So we'll see what happens.
Scoreline prediction?
I say 1-0 City. I'd say we'll nick it. Yeah.
Thank you very much for your time. Cheers. Thank you.
Just here with Tom, Cork City fan. Half time 0-0. What do you make of the game so far?
I think City dominated probably the first 10 minutes. I think Dundalk have probably dominated since. I think they've got a stranglehold on midfield, and I think that's making things quite difficult. I think the City defence is a little bit porous. We need to hang on to the ball better. Probably unable to string 4 or 5 passes together at the moment, so that probably needs to be addressed. So a few changes necessary, I'd say, but Dundalk definitely shading it.
What changes do you think, if any, they can make, Cork, to really get a hold in that midfield, and maybe make some changes up top, because you look really stranded up there?
Well, I think they could consider putting Sadler on the left. That weakens them defensively slightly. Perhaps taking Keohane off. I think McNamee has got to be shifted from the right hand side. I think he's looking a bit lost, so he's got to be shifted into the middle. So they've got to solidify a little bit, maybe bring Shep in a little bit more towards inside left, as distinct from left wing as well, because I think they're losing out of it there.
I thought it was a very strange decision to not start Sadler tonight, because I think he's definitely one of the most talented players in the Cork City squad. What do you make of that decision, really?
Well, Sadler wasn't started at Bowes last Friday night either. He didn't come on, I think, until about 20 minutes from the end. And I think in games which turn into battles, oftentimes, well, not oftentimes, but a significant amount of the time, Sadler doesn't start. You can argue that he's weak defensively and he's not disciplined defensively. Keohane is a bit more disciplined, but at the moment we don't seem to have anything that's troubling Dundalk up front in terms of pace. So there's the argument for bringing him on.
Yeah, so you think you desire that flair? You know, you need that kind of flair on the pitch tonight, yeah?
Well, I think it's a question. We need unpredictability, and at the moment we don't have that. Cummins is a good player, but he doesn't have pace. So we need something that worries them, and McNamee is playing that bit too deeper. So yeah.
And scoreline prediction for the rest of the game, do you think?
Oh, hard to say. I think Dundalk at the moment look as if they'll shade at 1-0, but having said that, City are playing into the shed. We score 75 to 80% of our goals there, so I'd say maybe 1-1.
Lovely, thanks very much. Cheers, Tom.
McNulty, baby! McNulty! Oh! McNulty, baby! Yes! Champions of Ireland! Right over here. Lads, best of luck. Cheers, thank you.
Massive win for Cork City tonight, obviously against big rivals for the league. What did you make of the performance?
Absolutely, great performance. Very steady, very assured, very confident, and that's what we're going to keep doing for the rest of the season. And it'll be City champions again.
Obviously against a tough side, and Dundalk, one of the better defensive teams. It's great to score a goal against them.
Great to score a goal against them. Great to come away with the 3 points. Dundalk, great team. Yeah, I'll give them that. They're very good. Every player is a decent player, so that makes the victory all the better.
And are you confident going on to win the league now after that performance?
I would think so. That's a great help along the way. Like obviously, that's a great help. It's good to get that small margin, but it's early days yet.
Perfect. Thank you very much.
We look forward to a lot more of it.
Thank you very much for your time.
Dundalk fan who's actually living in West Cork.
That's them there.
Not from them. A very disappointing result. Obviously, what do you make of that game?
Well, the first half I thought was really enjoyable because Dundalk seemed to have more of the game. But then the second half, Cork really came out and really played well. My opinion, it was a fair result because Cork had that little bit. But then near the end there, Cork just sat back and let Dundalk attack. Yeah. That was not a good idea. And I don't know why Caulfield doesn't play Sadler more often.
Yeah, we were very confused by that decision ourselves. Yeah. He didn't start against Post as well. Great player. But at the end of the day, it paid off for Cork. What do you think? Are you worried now about going on to the league title? Do you think Dundalk still have a chance of winning it?
I say there's a few teams. I wouldn't say no to Waterford being up there.
And Derry as
well. Yes, no, definitely. You have to give it to them. They are. It's going to be different this year.
It's going to be different.
But playing 4 times, that's a lot, isn't it?
Yeah, it is a lot of times.
And it is very early yet. They'll still be playing.
Exactly, yeah.
There's another 2 rounds to go. Yeah. Well, this round and another
So
2.
you're still optimistic, to say the least, anyway.
Oh, of course. Been a Dundalk fan for years now.
Yeah.
But to be honest now, I came to Cork in 1975. I joined the Navy, and I'm a big Cove Ramblers fan now.
Right, yeah.
I was a big
They're
Cove
not doing
Ramblers
too well at
fan.
the minute now.
No, but then again, now I'm living in West Cork, like you know, and lovely place. I love
Exactly,
it.
yeah, and a great bit of football there at the weekends for Cork City, you know. Yeah, so you know yourself. All right, that's great. Thanks very much, mate.
All right,
good luck.
Cheerio.
Cheers.
Bye.
Tonight for Cork City, what do you make of the game?
Good game now, to be fair. I thought it should have been 2, to be fair. We should have made an extra chance or 2, but that being said, Dundalk I think should have scored 1. Fair result would have been 2-1 tonight on our side, like, you know.
Yeah. Obviously a massive win. Dundalk haven't been conceding many goals this season. Obviously great to get one past them and get all 3 points.
Well, we've beaten their biggest winning streak against us since 2016, lads. 1 game. Yeah. So like big result tonight. I don't see them. I mean, it's a long season, but I think it's good that we now have to play them twice at home and twice away, because if this was a normal season, we'd have to go up to them one more time, but they wouldn't have to come back down to us, you know.
So you're confident, obviously, going on to win the league now? Confident of that?
I'd say so. Like, I mean, realistically, it is going to be a 3-horse race between ourselves, Dundalk, and Waterford. But I don't see Shamrock Rovers coming into it, and Waterford are going to have to make up pace now, I think.
Obviously, in Waterford, they had a good start to the season. Do you see them as major title candidates, or are they kind of drifting off a little bit now?
They've bought themselves a good squad. Like, I mean, like, call them plastic, like, but they are going to. I think they are going to definitely be up there end of the season. I'd say definitely Europe for Waterford.
Yeah, but you're obviously confident top 2 will be Cork and Dundalk, and 1 and 2.
I'd put money on it. Like, 50 quid. Cork, Dundalk, top 2.
Thank you very much for your time.
You heard it here first.
Cheers, man. Thank you. Here with Dominic, Sam, and Marty after a great win for Cork City. What do you make of the game, lads?
It was a brilliant game. We played really well. We definitely deserved to win.
Expecting 0-0 draw, happy with the outcome, I'd say. Yeah, tight game, you take a 1-0 in that situation, but good game all the same.
Obviously Dundalk have been great to back this season, haven't been conceding many goals, great to get one past them.
Yeah, definitely. We always knew it was going to be tough to score past them. You know, they've had a very good defence. They've barely conceded, so it was always going to be tough, but we're the right team to do it.
The 2 best defensive teams in the league so far this season, though, so 1-0 draws to be expected.
It was a bit lucky, but you take that in a big game like that. You want any goal you can get really in that situation.
Do you see, obviously, Waterford kind of buying a few good players? See them as being any kind of threat towards the league title? Or?
They're. I don't know. I wouldn't say they're a threat. They'll be up there, but they're not a title-winning team. They're not going to. I'm not going to be scared about that, you know.
To see Cork Dundalk being top 2 anyway. To see the title being between those 2 teams.
Yeah, to be honest, I said at the start of the season it would be between Cork, Dundalk, and Rovers, and I would still say it would be between those 3, but more likely Cork Dundalk would be same story.
After that match, I say we'd have it in the bag. I know it's early days yet, but. Yeah, I put my money on Cork.
Rovers can fuck off.
Simple as.
So obviously after that performance, great win. Obviously he's confident, 3 points clear, top of the table now, confident going on to win it now.
Yeah, well, as the man said, it's early yet, but hopefully. Yeah, I'd say we can do. We have the quality, but it's early yet.
Yeah.
If I was to put my money on, I'd say Cork moment, but it is very early. To be
even bringing Sadly off the bench shows the quality in the squad, doesn't it?
Yeah, Sadly, you expected more from him though. Yeah. His first 2 free kicks, bottled it completely, and his last match as well.
It says a lot about the quality in the team when even Shep has been kept out, Carl Shepherd's been kept out of the team. He's for a few games, and he's one of the best players in the league. So we do have the quality there. I'd like to see a bit of an improvement in us going forward, but we're doing well. We're top of the league, so can't complain.
Anyway, cheers. Thanks for your time, boys. Cheers. Full time at Turner's Cross. Full time result is Cork City 1, Dundalk FC 0. Massive win in the title race this season. Pushes Cork 3 points clear. I definitely saw a 0-0 draw at half time, and there's a bit of a scrappy goal, but it was decent performance from Cork second half.
Yeah, second half performance much better than first half. Dundalk had a bit of possession in the first. I thought it was a poor game in the first half, but yeah, Cork really stepped it up. Cracking goal from Gareth Mercy there. Came off the crossbar. It was on the half volley or the volley into the bottom corner. It was a great finish. Huge win. Cheers, lads. Obviously, both were level on points before the start of this game. Now Cork 3 points in the lead. Obviously, we've played those 2 games. It's still early days, just past quarter of the way through the season. But but that'll give them a lot of confidence going on now. And I think Cork could go on to win the league now after that.
Yeah. Obviously, I thought the first half Cork were absolutely horrendous. Like they just literally couldn't get out of their half. They never got the ball. They just lost it. They were just booting it out of play every 2 minutes. And I just didn't see them winning the game at all. Second half, they came out a lot more positive. Got the ball forward. Started playing the ball better. And it shows you this quality they have in their squad, that Kieran Sadlier can come off the bench. And I kind of forgot about Carl Shepherd because he hasn't been playing at all this season. I kind of forgot about him because he's actually a quality player, and I completely forgot that he's been playing for them. Great result for Cork, obviously. Put some 3 points clear, Dundalk. Massive 3 points. Few punters walking behind us now. But obviously the thrilled. The Cork fans are buzzing coming out of the stadium.
The atmosphere in that stadium was absolutely unbelievable. Like we haven't seen anything like that at home grounds. Maybe Bows at the start of the season against Rovers, but they didn't stop singing all game. Probably the loudest we've seen. Dundalk fans were absolutely silent, even though they were actually quite.
And no empty seats.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it was. We were standing, we couldn't even get a seat. It was a great goal. Yeah, like Kieran Marcy. Anyway. Yeah, I don't know. The Dundalk fans, like they were still singing and everything, but you couldn't hear them because the Cork fans were just in fine voice tonight and deserved the result.
Small allocation for Dundalk, to be fair. I thought they'd get a bit more of an allocation.
It's a bit harsh. Like the separation between the seats, obviously because you have to keep the two fans separate, was even bigger. It was like 8 rows or whatever for them, and it was fucking 2 rows against for Rovers and Bows, and it was a line of guards. But I don't know. Probably could have got a few more seats, but even though there was still a few empties there. But I don't know.
Definitely positive safe from Dundalk anyway, from the first half in particular. They were definitely on top of the first half. Michael Luffy kept getting on the ball. It's just they lack a little bit in the final third. Like it's just something that doesn't link up between Pat Hoban and sometimes some games I've seen this season. I think Sligo, they were better at it, but sometimes in the final third they just link up play and stuff like that. They're not as good as it could be, and it's a bit disappointing to see. But they definitely have the players to fix that. And Robbie Benson was a bit quiet. Could have expected more from him, but no. All in all, massive win for Cork City tonight. Massive win for the club, massive win for the county, and they are absolutely delighted they'll be having a few points tonight to celebrate, I'm sure, and so are we. That's a bit here. Please like this video, share, and make sure you hit the subscribe button because we're looking to hit 1,000 in a few weeks.
Threatened by them at all?
I feel threatened by nobody. We don't feel threat.